us see about the, what do you say, emotional, what is emotional development. That same thing what we discussed, emotions, right? See, emotional development is nothing but, I told you earlier, it is nothing but, it refers to, emotional development refers to the child's growing ability to regulate and control emotions, and to form secular relationship. That means what? Here, see, when you are able to control your emotions, right? Control, and according to the situation, and also understanding. One more thing is, see, emotional development is understanding yourself better and also others, and also derive happiness among wherever you are there, deriving happiness and leading a happy life. So that is called emotional development. So emotional development is nothing but where you can regulate and control your emotions. So according to the situations, you can express your emotions and effectively dealing the, environment and deriving happiness, right, in the surroundings. Then you can lead a happy life. So that is called emotional development. So in other words, emotional development is nothing but it's a growing ability day by day how you are going to acquire knowledge, acquire information. So both growth and development takes place in the individual. It's a growing ability to regulate and control, right, emotions, right, and to form secular relationship. It's called as emotional development. See, one of the basic aim of education is to, so our main aim of education is to develop sound and stable personality of an individual. So sound and stable personality, one who is going to able to control and lead a happy life. Wherever it's required, according to the situation, according to the requirement, he has to express his behaviors. Right? So that is how have a stable personality. No sudden variations in the personality of an individual in order to enable him or her to, live a healthy social life. So to lead a healthy social life means what? So happy life, wherever changing environment, according to the changing environment, the person or an individual, if he leads a socially healthy life, so that is called as a emotional development, where you will be, controlling your all emotions, controlling your all behaviors, and you will be expressing according to the situations, according to the requirement. So that is called as emotional development. In this regard, emotional developers play an important role in social life of a person. Normally what happens, say wherever we are, with a peer group, with a family, with the friends, in the society or in the class, wherever you are there, this is all social life, where you build up a good rapport, building up a good social relationship with others. So when you are living with all these people, when you live a happy life, right, deriving a social life, that means that emotions play an important role in all these, social life. So that's very, very important. That with emotional soundness proves to be useful and lead a happy and peaceful life as against a person who is emotionally disturbed. See, normally what happens, one who is emotionally sound and stable, he can lead a happy life. You will be having good relationship with all types of persons, with the family, with the friends, with the peers, or in the public, wherever he is there, you will have a good relationship, good rapport, and you will be deriving a happiness. Right? That means in case if the person, right, lack of all this soundness in the emotional development or controlling emotions, that will be facing lot of problems. He will not lead a peaceful life. He will be facing lot of difficulty, lot of problems in day-to-day life. So every time he is facing lot of difficulty. That's what. So when we can say against a sound and stable personality, and one who is having a good, able to control his emotions, he will be leading a happy life. One who is not able to control emotions, definitely will be facing lot of problems. And also it will be, in his life, it is a disturbed life. Emotionally, you will be very much disturbed. Every time you will getting angry. Every time, sometimes you will be quarreling with others. And some sort of showing a very extreme, variations in his behavior. So that is called as disturbed emotionally disturbed person. So education by educators, parents, guardians of a child enables the students to become emotionally sound and produce productive individuals for society. Here, see, based on the parents and family background influences very much on the individual, especially emotional development on the individuals, because the impact, the influences, parents will be influencing it to the greater extent on the individuals. So that way, what do you say? When influences and he modifies, improves his all social life and emotional life, automatically will be a good citizen to the society, or also we can say it is a productive citizen to the society, productive individual. Productive means useful to the society. Every time he will be contributing to the development of the society. That way, if emotionally balanced, emotionally sound and healthy, he will be producing, right, based on the family background. So that is called as emotional development. How actually this process of emotional development takes place? So emotional security is a central concept of many accounts. Here mainly what happens, see, emotional development takes place in the individual mainly is based on the environment provided by that means immediate environment provided by the parents, relations, brothers, sisters, peers and friends and society at large. See, when the child or an individual born up with all these type of environment, when the child is exposed to different types of environment, he must be able to developing some sort of emotional control or emotional development takes place in the individual. Its very beginning, it starts from about the environment provided by all these persons, right? Family and also parents, peers and society, right? That way, here that helps him a lot to develop some sort of concepts, some sort of sentiments or relationship. Slowly we'll be able to control his emotions. Then, and the development of pathology, however, he construct has rarely been subject to precise explication and the conceptualization of emotional security as deriving from qualities of family functioning as well as whole requires development emotional security. I hope I have done it all these things. I think I have explained these things mostly, right? Last class. Have you understood? Hello? Abdullah? Abdullah, this I have done it actually. Now I remember I have done it all these things, right? This process of emotional development. I have started done it, I don't know. Okay, anyway, we'll see. See, the process of emotional development is nothing but how we, emotional development, emotions which will be modified, improved, acquired, and also that expressed depends upon the situations. So that is how that concepts that this will be a precise explanation about depends upon the concepts which are formed in the individual. Then environment provided by the family. That means qualities of a family functioning. In case the family is their emotions, this thing which will be influences on the individual. So emotional security as a regulatory system is defined and related to current approaches to emotions as regulatory process. That means here the way we are going to react to the situations about the current approaches. That means, so day-to-day activities, whatever we are doing it, so based on the day-to-day activities, how we are going to react to the situations and regulate our emotions, that will be helping us to develop, modify and improve our emotions, right? That is how we are going to develop emotions. And this will be emphasis on shifted from the evolutionary, ethological or origins of attachment, theory of the regulation, emotional well-being and security as a goal in itself. That means here whatever the goal which we have fixed, based on that we are trying to develop emotions, slowly improving and modifying and acquiring those behaviors, and which will be slowly that whatever you know, that concepts like what you say, kindness, cooperative, understanding, and the way we are going to exchange information, all these things which takes place in the emotional development. Right here, emotional security is a conceptualized from a contextualistic perspective, emphasizing the interplay between socio-emotional and biological process. Here, see, mainly these emotional development, emotional security is nothing but where you are living a happy life. Not able to hear me? Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello? Abdullah, can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear? It is breaking. Voice is breaking. Hello? One of you unmute your mic and talk to me. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? Voice is not clear. In between the breaking, the voice is breaking. Hello? Can you hear me now? No. Anyway, once again I'll start anyway. If you are not able to hear me, please kindly remind me. Remind me. Okay. Now can you hear me? Yeah. Now see what I am talking to you, how actually emotional development takes place in the individual. The process of emotional development. I told you this. See, process of emotional development. It is based on the environment provided, immediate environment provided by the parents, sisters, brothers, and friends, peer group, and school, and and society at large. See, depends upon this environment, our emotions are developed. See how actually our goals, our whatever the purpose or whatever aims, which will be it is organizational perspective. Whatever we are trying to understand situations in the environment, reflecting to the entire pattern of individual reactions. See, it depends upon the environment, depends upon the type of situations where we are trying to react to the situation. So it depends, because every individual cannot be reacting to them same way. Why? Because like something you take for example. So some accident happened on the road. Because on the road people are passing through. What happens? Some of them very eager to know. They'll get down, they'll stop, they'll go and see and trying to help. Some of them start crying. What has happened? Some accident happened. Some of them they'll not bother, but they'll go away simply without seeing all those things. Something has happened. Like that way, depends upon the type of our emotions. We are trying to react to the situation. That's what. See, our entire pattern of individual reactions that depends upon the events in a relation to emotional security. Whatever we have emotions, based on our emotions, we are trying to react to the situations. Depends upon our the goal which is set in the mind. That way, it is simply reactions that are conscious and reported as feelings. That means our conscious, how our conscious is going to react to the situations, that will be called as feelings. That will be called as feelings. How we are, our feelings towards some particular event, particular idea, particular some situation. Right. That way, that is how this emotional development takes place in the individual, based on the reacting to the situation, day-to-day experiences. That's how we all learned. We all learned about now, based on our experiences in day-to-day life. Some of them, they have all lot of experience in that, and they are able to maintain their emotions very, normally. Some of them are not exposed to such type of things, and they will be finding difficulty to face that situation. They'll start crying. They'll be emotionally to extremes. They'll go extreme. The feeling will be very high. Right? That is how it happens. Then component of regulatory system are specified. Okay. That is how this is not required. Okay, that is how we are trying to learn about the emotions, right? Whether it is during work time, center time, outdoor time, etc., our preschoolers are constantly using their words and sentences to express themselves, share toys and solve problems. Social and emotional development gives children better understanding of their feelings and their peers. Here mainly see how we are trying to develop emotions. See, you all know that preschoolers, that means, so before, when they start LKG, UKG or some other, what you say, nursery, during that training, during that time what happens, that those experiences are very much necessary in the development of the sentiments, development of some sort of, what you say, emotions in the children. And what you say, that to express themselves about, through that, what you say, there's, what you say, you know that playing with the toys, or what you say, play articles, or what you say, that whatever the, what you say, toys, play articles which we provide to the this thing, and sharing them, solve the problems. That means sometimes people are very much possessive. They will not give, what you say, share their toys to others, or about, you know, whatever this thing, they'll be possessive. Like that way they show the expressions. And social and emotional development gives a children, what you say, a better understanding of their feelings. That means, so depends upon their, the way they play in the group, the way they are going to react to the situation. That is how they are trying to understand the feelings of others and their peers, feelings of other peers, that means friends. That means they are able to express them in a healthy manner. Once they are that's what, like, you know, normally what happens, the child should not be born and brought up in a single child or alone, because the child in the beginning itself, they should be mixed with other children, mixed with all the time other children, maybe, or else brothers, sisters, or maybe our neighbors. All the time they should grow with, with other children. The child will be learning lot of emotional control, cooperation, understanding, kindness, sharing. All these things will learn through, what you say, sharing of all these things. That's what, the child should be mixed with other children. And child should not be, single child should, that's what many a time we say, single child is a spoiled child. Why? Because of many a time the child will be learning mean mentality, possessive nature, very jealous in nature, or something. They will not learn about the generosity, all other things. That is how it becomes a problem for the children, right? Preschoolers at growing futures also have the opportunity to build relationship with adults, and by interacting with and, what is it, learning from the volunteers in their classrooms. Here, so preschoolers, what are the school going children, are about the, what is it, the school children will be growing with the other children. Normally what happens, sharing, and also about they have an opportunity to mix with other. When they mix with other children, automatically they learn how to build up a relations, how to develop some social understandings with others. When they develop all this social understanding, building up a good relationship with others, and sharing, exchanging, all these things helps the children to develop a good emotional development takes place in the children. At the same time, the children will be attached to so much elderly people sometimes. That was depends upon they show love and affection towards children. They'll be interacting with the elders. They also learn, what you say, from all these things, elders, volunteers, and about the other classmates or peer groups. So through influence of those, the emotional development takes place in the individuals, right? Here, as children grow their ability to control their bodies, what you say, and take turns during various activities throughout, the duty also improves, right? That is how, what you say, the children trying to understand about when day by day growing. So ability of growing, that will be helping the children to control their emotions, control their body movements, that means emotional changes. At the same time, it will be turning as, what you say, various activities throughout the day, and also improves and controls and also modifies his behavior. For example, sitting still during a circle time, or standing quietly and walking in line, or, what you say, when going to from and, what you say, to the restroom or outside, or, what is the outdoor time. These are all, what you say, the experience what the child is getting day by day. The child will be adopting, learning something. There will be slowly trying to emotional controls or emotional modification takes place in the individual. Right. Independence is also gained by playing independently and daily toothbrushing among the many other tasks. Like with the child doing many activities, doing the day-to-day activities, playing, doing homework, or what is it, that daily whatever the household activities, all these type of taking care of the individual activities. For all those things, what is it, slowly help him to develop many other. When doing all these type of tasks, automatically child will be developing lot of what is emotional development. We took forward to helping the children in our problems with their social and emotional development as we prepare them for the future success. That way, the process of emotional development takes place in the individual. Right. Then you all know that what is it, when the child continuous social and emotional development are strongly linked and sometimes studied or reported in tandem. That means here social and emotional development are strongly linked. So one depends on other. That social as well as emotional development will be one depending on other. That means, and sometimes studied and reported as in tandem. That means it's one after the other, the child will be learning. A social, interactions which helping individual to develop emotions, these emotional feelings, these emotional development or emotional activities or behaviors which will be indirectly helping the individual to develop a social relations. And parents, caregivers play an important role in emotional development. But as a child worlds expands, other people in the social context also play an important role in the emotional development. That way, emotional development, so play emotional, social relations, social development, so go hand in hand. That means, here parents play an important role in the development of the emotional development in the child. That's what it's very important whenever we are providing environment to the children during the early ages, it's very important. One should take care of carefully about the children. Then only whatever the impact will be the emotional development. Now, whatever you have all learned, whatever you have emotions, that is based on your parents' influences or peer group influences. So based on that, your all modifications, your behaviors, all depends on the early experiences. Right. Now, actually, why it's need of emotional development? Why to study this emotional development? What is the need of studying emotional development? And also it is effect on a teaching learning process. How actually it affects on the teaching learning process. You all know that a child's emotional development is very, very important because it provides a foundation for social development. Especially this emotional development will be very important, which gives you foundation for the emotional development. Empathy, that means you will be understanding others. Empathy towards others, that means you will be understanding other problems. You will be understanding how they feel about some problems or difficulties. So that is how empathy. Then towards others, and the resolution of conflicts without physical aggression. See here what happens. See, because it's very much needed for study of a emotional development and which will be impacting on your teaching and learning process. It is mainly to develop empathy. At the same time, you will be resolving many conflicts with others. That means how do you resolve? Resolving without any physical aggression. That means there is no other problems or other this thing. You will be solving the problems without any difficulty, without any conflicts. That is how emotional development to be studied, to understood, because for all these purposes. Then those children who do not develop emotional maturity are at risk of forming unhealthy attachments. You all know that when people are not developing emotional development or emotional maturity, depends upon social experiences or depends upon the environment provided by the society. So that is how when you are not developing all emotions, controlling your emotions, regulating your emotions, and forming a secular relationship, automatically you will be at risk, because the people will be facing lot of problems every moment. Because when you are not emotionally controlled, then you will be facing lot of problems every moment, wherever you are there, maybe at home, maybe in the peer group, maybe in the other places. Definitely you will be facing a lot of problems. Then you will be attaching to unhealthy attachment. So because of all these things, then experience peer group rejection. You all know that when you are not emotionally controlled, emotionally matured, what happens? You will be peer group rejection. They will be rejecting from the your friends. So your friends will not like you. You will be sending away from you. Right? They will not be together. They will not come with you like that way. So you will be rejection from the peer group. Then suffering from mental illness, that you will be facing lot of problems, mental illness, because once you are not deriving happiness among your friends, in the family or in the public or wherever you are there, definitely you will be facing lot of mental problems. That means one who is not having a mental maturity, automatically will be facing lot of problems. That's what, because to control, to take out all these things, so you have to study the emotional development, or to understand the emotional development. Studies have demonstrated that the emotional climate at home and the emotional regulation displayed by parents and caretakers affect a child's emotional development. So we all know that, I mentioned already, that what happens here, whatever the parents and sisters, brothers, whatever they displayed their emotions, and caretakers, your guardians, right, all your neighbors, relatives, there are what are all the things, what they display the emotions, that will be indirectly impacting on the individual or the child's development. That's what we say. So many studies have proved that. That means emotional regulation, whatever the emotions they express by the parents or sisters, brothers, caretakers. So that will be impacting on the emotional development of a child. Emotional development of a child. We must be very careful about these things. How actually that is a need of a study. That's what you require to study. Right. So this is the need of this thing. Okay. Next, let us try to understand about the emotionally developed persons are able to exhibit the following. So what actually the emotionally matured persons, emotionally developed or emotionally matured person, what is characteristics, what he exhibits the characteristics. Let us see. Like here, almost all the emotions can be distinctly seen in him, and their pattern of expression can be easily recognized among emotional developed persons. Here what happens? Mainly, those who are emotionally matured or emotionally developed persons, we can definitely see a distinct personality. Distinctly, we can see their emotions, how they control, how they regulate, how they are going to lead a happy life in the group. That means the pattern of expressions, the way they are going to express behaviors, they control over behaviors. They don't excite so much. They will not be, they know according to the situations, according to the requirement, they will be able to express their emotions. That means distinctly seen, distinctly we can recognize their emotions, how they are able to control, how they are able to regulate and express the behaviors. That means, so that can be easily recognized among the educational, among the emotional developed persons. Understood? So that can be distinctly seen from those who are matured persons. Then, here manifestation of emotions is very much refined. Here you can see, normally, whatever the emotions which already exist in the individual, how they are going to control, regulate, they are make use of whenever they want. That means, so manifestations of emotions, whenever they are trying to generate whatever they wanted to, behavior, they express in their behaviors, that is very much refined. That means, according to that, they will be able to modify behavior, the good behavior. People will be able to attract and their emotions. That means they'll be attracting more and more people because they have control over emotions. That's why they'll be able to generate whenever they want. They control whenever they want. They express whenever they, according to the situation. Usually, he expresses his emotions in a socially desirable manner. That means, say normally, that whenever they want to modulate variation of their voice, raising voice, getting a temperness, or about the coordination, understanding, kindness, whenever they want to show kindness or sympathy or empathy, they'll showing that according to the situations. So according to the whatever the environment or situations arises, they'll be able to behave. That is what happens when they're behaving such a way that they'll be showing the refined behavior. That means socially desirable behavior. So that will be accepted by the society. So when socially mature person showing all these type of behaviors. So he is able to exercise control over his emotions. That means he is socially mature, emotionally mature person, he will be able to control. Even sometimes he will be facing lot of difficulty. He will not show in front of others. He wants to solve himself. That way he will be able to control his emotions. Then sudden inappropriate emotional outbursts. Sudden, sometimes immediately something happened. Some problem has come up, right? When there's some problem, some accident, something sudden, some disturbance happened. Outbursts happened. Outbursts means something immediate, some problems. So you'll be knowing about how to face that problem. You will not, keep out. You will not keep on, crying or worrying so much. No. You will be able to try to find out some solution. Find out some ways and means to solve the problem. That's what sudden inappropriate emotional outbursts are rarely found in. We cannot see that type of sudden variations. Sometimes people, that sometimes immediately they'll be so much angry. Angry means whatever they take extreme decisions. So those things cannot be seen in emotionally mature person. He is able to hide his feelings and check his emotional tide. That means you will be hiding all the feelings, hiding all the emotional outbursts. So keeping all those things, how to control as a time, depends upon the situation, depends upon the environment. He will be able to react to the situation. So that will be, he knows very well. Emotionally matured person will be knowing all this, how to control his feelings, how to hide his feelings in front of others, and to solve the problems by himself. That way, he will be able to show all those things. Then, the person perceives things in their real perspective. He is not a daydreamer and does not possess the desire to run away from the realities. You all know that. So, he will be emotionally mature person, emotionally developed person, will be able to perceive things in a real manner. That means, so what are things he is able to do it? So practically, he will be able to do it. He will not be imagination. He will not be imagining something or daydreamer. Oh, he'll become like this. I'll do like this. No. So whatever the possible from his side, according to his abilities, his strengths, right, his interest. So based on those things, you will be able to understand only real facts. Real, perspective, we will be able to understand things and doing better in the day-to-day activities. That means he is not a daydreamer. He will not only imaginating something. Like whatever the possibilities of, he is able to do it only, select those things and he will be doing only those things. That's why he does not possess a desire and he will not run away from the realities. He will not go away. Sometimes that simply imagining something, I have to do this, that, and going away from the reality. No, he will not run away from the reality. He will not show, yes, there's some of them, that, some simply show off as if, they don't have anything, they doesn't have what to do or what not to do. Simply they show something, yes, I am like this, I am like that. The show off. So that will not be there in that, such type of persons. Only these people will run away from all the realities. So, but an emotionally mature person will not run away from the reality. His intellectual powers are, like thinking and reasoning are properly exercised by him in making any decision. He is guided more by his intellect and his emotions. Normally, what happens emotionally persons will be able to manage all intellectual abilities. He will be able to exercise his all thinking, reasoning, what is a critical thinking, rationalization, all types of intellectual abilities will be able to exercise his powers and also properly used according to the situation. And also making use of all intellectual abilities, he will be taking a good decision. Good decision, or you say good judgment based on his thinking. At the same time, he will be whatever he possesses emotions, whatever he possesses some intellectual abilities based on all intellectual as well as emotional abilities, and he will be able to guide those things and take a proper decisions. So based on his abilities, definitely he will be taking a good decisions. That means, so all his abilities are guided by his emotions, his intellect. So that way he will be taking a good decisions. So that way emotionally mature person will be having a lot of patience and taking a good decisions. Then it does not possess the habit of irrationalization. He never argues in defense of his undesirable or improper conduct. Also, he never shifts the responsibility of his mistakes on others. He is always honest in his behavior. Right? You must understand. So, emotionally mature person does not possess about the habit of irrationalization. So that means here emotionally mature person will not possess all those things. That means he never argues in defense. Normally, you know that sometimes weak personalities or emotionally not balanced persons, what they do is they'll want to cover up all the mistakes. They'll be showing sometimes anger or sometimes talking more or loud voice to cover up all these things. So they don't have our defense of his all undesirable activities. They will not cover up all these things. They'll show, if I have done mistakes, okay, I have done mistakes. I am accepting. That means emotionally mature person will be accepting his mistakes. Accepting his whatever the other problems. But emotionally not mature person, or what is it, they wanted to cover up all these undesirable activities. Or about, there will not be, there will be irrationalization. That means covering all, defending all these undesirable activities. At the same time, improper conduct. They will not have a proper, character. That means the way they behave in the society, the way they are defending themselves as if I have not done. They have not done it, the mistakes, but still they are showing that they have not done it. That means defending themselves. That means covering up all those mistakes with all other ways, raising voice, getting temperness, something doing all the other things they want to cover up. But emotionally mature person will not cover up all these things. They accept as it is reality. Then also never shifts the responsibility of his mistakes on others. So he will not say whatever mistakes he has done it, he accepts I have done it. But he will not shift these mistakes on others, simply showing hand towards others. No, he will not show, any other person, or shifting the mistakes on others. No. He always honest in his behavior. Can you hear me? He is very honest in his behavior, because he will be whatever he expresses, whatever he talks, whatever he does the activity, all this according to his abilities, according to, he will be very honest in his all things. That way he shows honest in all the work. Then he possesses adequate self-concept and self-respect. He will be possessing a self-concept. That means he will be understanding himself better. He knows what are strengths, weaknesses, his ability, and all his things, whatever he understands. Also, he respects himself, because one should respect himself first. Then only he will be able to respect others. So that is how an emotionally mature person will be respecting himself first. Then also he will be understanding better about himself, knowing about more and more about his capabilities, his strength, his emotions, interest, and so on. So that is how. So he possesses all these things. He never likes to do things or show such behavior that can injure his self-respect and in what is say is adverse to his ideals. No. Normally what happens, he never likes to do things. What type of things? That means which affects his self-respect, which affects his what is say self-concept. So that means, so without, no, that's what he will not do that such activity, injuring his self, what is say, respect. That means he is conscious, will not permit to do all mistakes. At the same time, he is adverse to his ideas. He will not never go according to his against to his ideals. He will not go. Only whatever his ideals, his purpose, is what is it? He is having a goal, so that will be moving along with the goal or this thing. He will not go away from all these things. So that is how he does work all his behaviors according to his self-interest. Then he is not confined to himself, right? He thinks about others and he is keen to maintain social relations. He never engages himself in such a behavior as is antisocial and can result in social conflicts and strain his social relationship. Here, see, he is mainly, that's emotionally mature person. He will be not confined to himself. He is not a selfish person. He is not a selfish. So all the time he doesn't want to do things only for himself. No. He wants to, after satisfying all his needs, his deeds, his requirements, his urges, immediately some energy, some contribution to the development of society or about the development of friends or something. So helping to others. So he is not only confined to himself, he is being, to helping others. He will be desired to do some sort of assistance to others or contribute to the development of society, development of his friends. That is how he is doing lot of work to others in spite of for only himself. So that is how he will be doing this. And also he never thinks about others, right? He thinks about others. He understands what they want, what they require according to his peers, his interests, and he is trying to help them, trying to share his feelings. Then he is very much keen in maintaining a social relations. That means, so you are normally, many times we know that making friends is easy, but what happens immediately will be disconnected, broken, our friendship will be broken. So that means one who is socially mature person will be maintaining the friendship, a good relationship with all the peer group, all the family members, all the members of the society. That's what. So he will be having a good social relationship. Social relationship he develops. Then he never engages himself in such behavior as it is, as in social, so anti-social activities. You all know that he will not be involving the anti-social activities. That means against society, against injuring other, others behaviors, other persons. So he will not be involving such activity where that disturbs, where that injures others, character, others, behaviors, others, individual. That way he will not be involving such undesirable activities. Then he will be can result in social conflicts. That means he will not be interested in all these social conflicts. He will be able to interested in only the social understanding, social good relationships, and he will not strain himself in the social. That means you want to maintain. Doesn't want to broke that a relationship among the peers, maybe in the family or in this thing. He will never break the relationship with all other members of the society. That is how he wanted all these things to maintain a good relationship. Right. He can exercise emotions in a proper time, in a proper places. So here, he will be exercising his emotions and all his whatever the emotions in a desirable manner. And he knows that where to make use of my emotions. Proper time in a proper places. Sometimes he wants to be angry. Sometimes where the place required. Whether it is genuinely must get angry, genuinely must get sorrowness, or genuinely must get sad. Or something like that way. Depends upon the situation, depends upon the places. He knows how to exercise his emotions. How to make use is all emotional aspects of it. if, what is say, there is a danger to his self-prestige, or if anyone is in distress, he can raise to the occasion by exercising his emotions of anger. You all know that, right? Sometimes if he wants to raise anger, if he wants to, what is say, to modulate his voice or exercise his emotions, so during that time he will be exercising all this. But he will not be sometimes danger to your self-respect, your conscious, what is say, you are affecting your conscious. That way you can raise, you can exercise your emotions, you can what is say, what is say, you can respect your all, whatever the self-respect. You can carefully you can manage the situation where you can raise, where you can slow down. That way you can do it all these things. But if he commits a mistake and he is rebooked, he is equally able to check his emotion of danger, anger. Right. Here mainly, sometimes he does a mistake. He will be able to accept, yes, I have done a mistake. He will be able to check, what is my mistake or somebody's mistake. He will be able to analyze whose mistake. That way, so emotionally mature person will be able to analyze all the things in a especially matured manner. So matured emotional behavior is characterized by his greater stability. This, what is say, all matured emotional behavior is characterized by greater stability. A person having such maturity does not sudden shift from one emotion to another. See, that means you know that emotionally mature person will not shifting immediately from, what is say, highly emotional and coming slow down. No. He will be maintaining with calmly, with all its a balanced situation, will be able to exercise his all emotions, his all, what is the feelings towards others, right? That is how he will be able to manage the society and keeping up and maintaining a good relation with the society.